Hello. Wow. Hello.
Hi everyone.
Super beautiful.
Thank
How's your
you.
afternoon?
It's going great. It's very hot here in Jamaica, so I have my fan turned towards me so I don't sweat. How is it for you?
Well, it's actually 4 a.m. and it's a rainy morning in the Philippines. It's kind of a rainy season right now, so thank you very
I
much for
totally
allowing me to
understand.
have this interview with you and to the organization as well.
Thank you, Alvin. I've been following your page. You are amazing. I love the post you did the other day about accepting yourself and embracing who you are. I really loved that post. I think I
Yay.
reposted it
Thank you very
actually.
much. Thank you very much. And now let's go ahead and begin. So let's officially start with you introducing yourself, your age, educational background, and other things that you wanted to share with us.
Well, hi everyone. Good afternoon if you're in Jamaica or on my side of the world. Good morning if you're on Alvin's side of the world. My name is Miqueal-Symone Williams, and I know sometimes people see the spelling and you think maybe Miquel or Miquel. I get that a lot, but it's actually pronounced Michael. My mother completely made up the spelling, so don't ask if it means anything. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very unique name, and I'm very happy to have it. Even though when I was younger, I hated it. I am 23 years old, turning 24 on the 1st of April. I have a bachelor's degree just completed in marketing with a minor in psychology. And I was an international model well, I am. I still am. I've just taken a break to finish school. I started modeling in 2017 and I returned to school in 2019 to finish my degree. And actually, 2019 was the year I said, you know what? I'm going to join the Miss Universe Jamaica pageant. So I'm very happy I did that. And now I'm here with you all.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing all of those. And when it comes to your name as well, I'm one of those people who got confused at
I
first when you
know.
were crowned for the first time.
You'll get
So
used to
you
it
have been,
after a
as what you
while.
exactly, and as what you mentioned, you have been an international model even until now, and is very successful in doing that. So what made you join Miss Universe Jamaica?
I always wanted to join Miss Universe Jamaica ever since I was a child. And my friends will tell you that when I've made up my mind to do something, I'm going to do it. So I did join the pageant actually in 2017 originally, but I stepped back for personal reasons at the time. And in 2019, as I told you guys, I decided I'm going to do it again in 2020, and a pandemic did not stop me. So that's why I decided.
Very good. We're so happy to see you here in Miss Universe. I mean, you're
Thank
amazing.
you.
I mean, the photos that you've been releasing with you and your organization, I mean, we love all of those. I mean, beyond stunning as always. And let's talk
Thank you,
about the gown that you
Alvin.
wore. You're very welcome. And let's talk about the gown that you wore during the finale night of Miss Universe Jamaica. I mean, it was amazing. And as what I've mentioned before, it kind of reminded us it kind of have a similarity with what Davina Bennett wore, the yellow gown, the cape thing. And can you tell
Yeah.
us something about that and why did you choose that gown?
Well, when I saw the dress, the first thing I thought about was the fact that green is not a common color for an evening gown. I thought it was very unique. And I loved the dramatic high slit. I loved the high neck. It made me feel very regal. I thought that this dress is going to embody exactly what I want to embody on that stage. And that's why I chose it. It probably chose me, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And it fits you perfectly.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm not sure if you have already planned for your evening gown when you go to Miss Universe. So I don't know. Are you planning to do another cape thing again in Miss Universe
It's a
or just a
secret.
secret
I
for now?
I won't tell you.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And let's keep the excitement
Yes.
with your gown
I'm going to keep
selection.
you guys on suspense.
Perfect. And one statement that was made last 2019 in Miss
Hmm.
Universe was Miss Universe is not looking for a model. They are looking for a role model. So as a model yourself, what are your thoughts about that?
I agree completely with that statement. I think that, as a model, the focus is mostly on how you look. I mean, we don't ask models to speak very often, now do we? But in Miss Universe, I'm really loving the shift because it tells young children who are looking up to us as country delegates that your physical beauty isn't the only thing that matters. How you represent yourself and how you treat other people and how you treat yourself is very important.
Very good. And as a model yourself, I mean, because Steve Harvey was the host that time, and it feels like it gives some offense. I mean, I'm not sure if it is offensive in a way for other models. Do you see it that way or not?
I don't think so because we want our Miss Universe to embrace her physical beauty, but the emphasis is just to tell children or to tell us that physical beauty isn't the only thing that will make you a cut above the rest. We want women who can represent and women who can inspire other people. And looks aren't the only thing that inspire us. So I think it's very important that we have role models and not just models.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. And I have read as well about your advocacy focusing on children and psychological traumas. So can you tell us something more about that and what made you choose that advocacy?
Well, many of you may not know, but my mother died violently in 2017. And, whew,
Oh,
and
I'm so sorry to hear that.
no, that's okay. So this was a very, very traumatizing experience for me. I'm trying to hold back tears. I don't know why this is happening. Not right now, though. It was a very traumatizing experience for me. My mother was my favorite person in the world, and I can only imagine how children feel who have lost one parent or both parents, and how children deal with any trauma that comes their way or just their day-to-day lives, how they maneuver their lives. And I think it's so important for us to be able to support our children and to give them the tools that they need to grow and prosper as adults. So it's one of those things too that I feel like called me. I Psychological, mental health, these kind of things were always important to me. And after this experience, it just really showed me how things can impact other people and how we should pour into our children, especially who are going through things like this.
Thank you very much for sharing that. And I'm very glad that you chose an advocacy that is related to what we have experienced. And as what I have mentioned before, it's really difficult to consider mental health as a big issue unless you have experienced it yourself. So thank you very much for highlighting the importance of taking care of our mental health because you know, it's really
Thank you.
mentally deteriorating
And Alvin, I'm sure you know about it
if
too
it
because
happens
you've
to you.
posted about things like this, about embracing yourself. It's important. Sometimes we think about compassion, for example, because compassion is a big mantra of mine, and we think of compassion only as being compassionate to other people. But we have to be compassionate to ourselves first. If you can't love yourself or give yourself credit or cut yourself slack when you need to cut yourself slack to relax, you won't be able to do it very well with other people. So it's important to focus on ourselves and to care for ourselves.
Exactly. And I know some people are not really taking mental health seriously, but I was one of those people before that I thought we were strong, we were not affected by any of this. But once you encounter and you have been into this situation, that's when you realize how it could damage you if you are in this situation. So I believe this is the time that we need to make sure that mental health must be the center of attention in different kind of issues, especially now with the pandemic.
Yes, now with the pandemic, I know that we're all social distancing, and you'd be surprised
Mm.
how it affects us when we can't be around our friends and family and be close with them the way we'd want to. So this is a very important time to be spreading this message about mental health and taking care of yourself because it's an important time for us to be able to focus on ourselves and to work on ourselves even though we're far away from our family, to connect with them still through social media, connect with people like I'm connecting with you. So this is very important, and this will really help us in terms of social distancing and feeling alone.
Yes, thank you very much for all of that. Now, when you were crowned as Miss Universe Jamaica 2020, you were instantly included in many lists of favorites, and many are fascinated by your beauty and your profile. So, how does it make you feel being considered as one of the strong favorites for this batch?
I was very, very honored. I'm very, very excited. It's an amazing feeling to see so many people believe in me the way I believe in myself. And I intend to make us all proud on that stage.
Yes, because Jamaica has been consistently doing well, especially under IMG.
Yeah. So
So it's very,
I'm excited to carry on the legacy that the Jamaican girls or the Jamaican delegates have started and hopefully do even a little better, maybe.
yes, you will for sure, and we are hoping for that. And we all feel that Steve Harvey will be very excited again to call Jamaica because he's always been very excited talking to Jamaican representatives. So that would be amazing.
I know, I'm excited to have my chat with him too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, also, let's continue with the question. IMG has changed the trend of Miss Universe pageant, giving emphasis now to public speaking. So, what are your thoughts about that?
I think the spoken word is so powerful. It's more powerful than sometimes you care to admit. Through what you say, you can impact people, you can change lives, you can give confidence and bring joy to people. So it's very fitting that we have a Miss Universe who can impact people through not just how she looks, but what she says and the way she speaks.
Exactly. Now, let me give you this just a side question here. Um, do you consider, for example, because it is very important that once you are in the pageant, you have to qualify in every round. I mean, in top, let's say top 20 is for the speaking round, top 10 and top 10 for evening gown and swimsuit, and then top 5 for question, and top 3 for final question as well.
Mhm.
If you were sitting as one of the judges, and someone is wearing a terrible gown, not really terrible gown, but someone who just barely made it in the top 5, let's say
Mhm.
fifth place, but of course rank 5, so they still qualified. But that person gave a very good answer in the top 5 and top 3. Are you willing to reward that woman the crown?
Of course. Of course. You know what? Top five is a great accomplishment. Even if you're fifth place in your one to five, you are still in the top five of over 60 countries this year. So it's still a big accomplishment for that woman. And if she can represent and show the judges that she's worthy of the Miss Universe title, I think that's what it's all about. Coming from fifth place to first by how you represent yourself. So I would give that girl the crown. Hands down.
Very good. And I have always been very vocal as well that it is very important for a candidate to give an answer that is personal, relatable. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think the judges know a lot about you from your interview with them. And on the stage for the final answer, it's about getting for the viewers to get to know you. So giving a personal answer, I think, endears them towards you. It gives them the opportunity to find out more about this person that they're cheering on or this person that they want to cheer on. So I agree that your answer should be personal.
And this is also one thing that I have noticed about Miss Universe because the judge, especially under IMG, the Miss Universe in the preliminaries and in the finals are the same set of people. And it is very important that you have already made that impact in the preliminaries. So I believe that we may have some questions with the result, but I do agree as well with the judges because they have already know the candidates like you behind the screen, especially the
Hmm.
closer interviews that we do not know about. So it's very
Right.
important to leave an impact in the preliminaries from the very start.
I agree.
Now, imagine yourself, this could be a very interesting question. Imagine yourself being one of the top 5 finalists of Miss Universe 2020. Can you name other 4 contestants this year that would you like to be with you in the top 5?
I couldn't possibly name them, Alvin. I think we are all gorgeous. I've been keeping up with so many of the queens. They're all gorgeous. They're all deserving. And I think the title or the top five should go to the women who work for it and represent themselves at the time. So I couldn't possibly choose anyone. I think I'll leave that one to the judges.
Okay, very good answer though. But It's okay. Thank you very much for that answer. But we would be very happy to see you in the top five, to be honest. I mean, it would be interesting to see Jamaica again since 2017.
Oh, I would love that for me. I really would.
Now, can you name one of the following? First, the Miss Universe Jamaica past winner that inspired you the most.
Can I give you three?
Sure.
Okay, so we have the 2010 Miss Universe Jamaica, Yendi Phillips. Her performance at Miss Universe was the first time I ever watched the Miss Universe pageant. And it was really what sparked my interest or my desire to do Miss Universe. So she was one of the first people that I saw that made me feel like I can do this, I should do this. This would be a very great experience for me. And then, of course, we have our 2014 queen, Casey Fennell. I absolutely love her. She's amazing. She prepared so well for her pageant, and she did place in the top five. So that's a very, very great accomplishment, and I look up to her because she has worked so hard to get where she had gotten in the competition. And also, she's a very, very sweet person because she reached out to me when I won, and I found that to be a very, very nice thing. She's very, very sweet. And then, of course, finally, we have Iana Tico Garcia. That's last year's my past queen, last year's Miss Universe Jamaica. She's amazing. She's very, very sweet. To be her age and to do what she has done is amazing. To be very honest, I don't think I could have done what she did at her age. When I was 19, I couldn't have done that much. But I'm very, very proud of her, and she's an inspiration.
Thank you very much for those answers and great choices, to be honest. And Casey Fennell was my predicted winner last 2014. Still breaks my heart a little bit, but so happy. I'm so happy. Great choices. Though and I am so glad that you chose three because there's a lot of amazing queens from Jamaica.
I know I couldn't possibly narrow it down. I felt like I had to speak about at least three of them.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And now, the Miss Universe past winner that inspired you the most.
Oh, hands down, that would have to be your current Miss Universe. That's Zoe Beanie. To have competed in the pageant with her short hair took a lot of courage and a lot of strength. And when Zoe Beanie opens her mouth and speaks, I'm instantly impacted. I mean, when I saw the Miss Universe pageant, when I was watching it, and she began to say, the most important thing we can teach young women today is leadership. I could have just turned off the TV right there. I knew it's over. Competition is over. She commanded the room. She spoke with so much strength and conviction from her position. I was wowed. So she's my big inspiration.
Exactly. She's amazing. I mean, that answer blew us away already. I mean, I was
Listen,
rooting for Puerto Rico was my winner that time, but after that answer, my gosh, I already knew that South Africa is winning.
it was amazing, honestly. Even if she wasn't in anyone's top three even if she wasn't the winner in their top three, in your top three at the time, once you hear that answer, you give it to her, you know? So
Exactly.
she warms my heart.
Everybody just jumped ship right away to South Africa after that answer. I mean, no one can ignore that. That was really, really strong. And I'm also glad that they crowned Zozibini, who's got a type of beauty that we do not usually see in beauty pageants winning a crown. Because at least she has break barriers, open doors for all forms of
Precisely.
beauty that everyone, whatever type of beauty you have, you can be Miss Universe.
Precisely. Because I'm sure a lot of queens, maybe black queens specifically, because Casey did wear her short hair in 2014. But a lot of black young girls would think to themselves that they don't want to wear their short hair. I'm going to grow it out. I'm going to add extensions because I don't believe that I have the quality or the outer beauty to go and do the Miss Universe pageants. And Zoji showed them that that's not true and that they should accept themselves and rock your short hair anyway. So I'm speaking
Exactly.
about the hair
Perfect.
because to me that was just so amazing to see. It was inspiring for me. I'm sure it was inspiring for so many people. So that's one of the big takeaways from her.
Of course, because we always see the same type of beauty winning Miss Universe. So it's great to see something different with Zozibini. And imagine what more could we crown in the future or in the next edition. I mean, that would be
Exactly.
interesting to see. Now, Let's have some pageant question here. Being a Miss Universe, you are expected to become a role model to young women. Do you think you can also be a role model to young men, and why?
Oh, absolutely. Barring the obvious things that separate women from men, there are so many things that make us similar. For one, I feel like young men and young women go through similar coming of age processes where they decide if they want to try to fit into what they think society wants them to be or if they want to embrace themselves. And whenever I'm asked for advice from a young person, I tell them the best person you can be is you. And that's not a piece of advice that is just valid for women. Young men can take that advice and learn from it too.
Beautiful answer. Thank you very much.
Do you think I
And let me just
talk enough?
give you another question here about. Yes, I loved it. Let me just give you another question here about giving answers and answering questions. Which do you think is more important? Is it the content of the answer or the delivery of the answer?
You know, I might say that it would be the delivery of the answer because to be able to speak in front of all these people, I'm sure it's a very daunting experience. And to get your point across, even if you don't directly answer the question, even if you kind of skirt it on the ends a little bit, if you get your point across clearly and calmly, it shows a level of
Oh my
strength.
gosh. You are amazing. Thank you very much. I was actually
Thank
expecting that
you.
you will answer. I was actually expecting that you will answer both are important, but I am glad how you defended. I'm glad that you chose one and defended it strongly. So thank you very much. I agree with that.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you think?
Now, for if you ask me, I do consider both, but I do agree with you. It's the delivery that matters because no matter how strong your content is, but the delivery is dead, still kind of does useless to me. To be honest, it's really more on the delivery.
I can agree with that.
I mean, useless is kind of a strong word, but
Maybe.
it's
But I
yeah, but it's
understand.
really
Yeah.
more on the delivery. To be honest.
Hmm. Because the truth is if you have excellent content in your answer and you're unable to deliver it under pressure or at that
Mm,
time, then there is the chance that no one will pick up the content of what you're saying. No one will grasp the idea that you were trying to spread.
exactly. Very good. It's more on connecting to the people who are listening to you, and that is because of great delivery. So
Yeah.
perfect. I love that. Now, I know they will. I'm pretty sure that they will not ask this question anymore because they have already asked this before. But why should you be the next Miss Universe?
So when I think of a Miss Universe, I think of someone who is inspiring and someone who is motivating, and a woman who leads, not just with the things she says, but the things that she does and the obstacles that she has overcome. In 2017, the turning point of my life, I would say, was the death of my mother, 10 days after my 20th birthday. And that experience taught me or emphasized with me the importance of compassion. And it is one of the attributes that I'm most grateful for. I know that young people are not looking for someone to tell them to be perfect. They're looking for someone who they can relate to and someone who will empathize with them. So, with my tenacity and my hardworking spirit and my compassion, I would hope to impact as many lives as possible. And that is why I should be the next Miss Universe.
Oh my gosh! I wish I have a crown to give you right now. That is amazing. Thank you so much. This was really, really good. So I'm so
Thank
thankful.
you.
Very good answer. I'm so happy. And I really
Thank
wish that
you.
more
Oh my
people will be
gosh.
able to see this as well. Oh my gosh. I am amazed.
Thank you,
Thank you
Alvin.
so
You're too
much.
kind. Thank you.
But it was really good, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that many people will agree as well. Now, before we end this interview, I mean, it was too fast, to be honest. Can you give us, I mean, I'm asking other ladies to do this as well, especially to those that I have interviewed before. Can you give us a sample of your introduction in Miss Universe? I mean, your name and then your country. I'm pretty sure you know what to do.
Okay, so I've only done this once before. I don't know why, because I usually get very excited and practice things like this, like dream on the day for months. But are you guys ready? How to fix my hair?
Yes, we are ready.
I have my hands on my hips and everything.
Hmm.
Miqueal-Symone Williams, Jamaica.
And we are excited to hear that. Very good. And we are excited to hear that in the Miss Universe stage.
I'm very excited to say it.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. And again, we are looking forward to see you do very well in Miss Universe and hopefully give Jamaica the highest placement you could get as possible, or
Thank
even
you.
Jamaica's first Miss Universe title.
Thank you.
And finally, your final message to the people who are supporting you and will be supporting you all the way to the finals of Miss Universe.
Thank you guys so much for following me and for supporting me. I see all of your messages. Yes, Jason. I see all of your messages when you send them to me, and I really, really appreciate the love and the support that you give me. I couldn't do it alone, and to have so many people believe in me and support me, it means the world to me. And thank you so much, and I intend to make all of us proud on the big stage.
Thank you very much. And as what I have always said before, let us all follow Miss Universe Jamaica to see her journey to the Miss Universe pageant. And we are very excited to root for you. And just know that we are here supporting you and your country. And we will be waving your flag proudly. And we're just happy to see you compete in the
Thank
Miss
you.
Universe pageant.
Thank you. Alvin, I just realized that we have twinning blue backgrounds. It's different shades, but blue for both of us.
Yeah, as
Cool. Did
yes,
you plan
and
that?
um, actually, I chose blue as the color because it's cool, and during summer it's really hot in here as well.
Blue is my favorite color, so that's
Me
very nice.
too. I love it.
Twins?
Uh, yeah. So again, Miqueal-Symone Williams, thank you very much for allowing this interview, and it is an honor for me to have this interview. I really prepared. It's 4 a.m. I woke up 2 a.m. and
Oh,
I'm
wow.
very excited to have this
Thank
interview with you.
you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much too, Alvin. I really appreciate the opportunity to be interviewed by you. As I said, I follow your page. I love your posts. I love your inspirational posts too. And thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And again, we will be keeping an eye on you and finger crossed for you and for your country. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a
Have a
fabulous
wonderful day
day.
ahead.
Thank you so
Yes,
much
you
for
too.
waking up so early to do this, by the way. Oh my,
Yes, I mean, I'm so excited. I had to. I'm so excited.
no, thank you. Thank you. I'm very honored that you do that. Next time we'll switch
Okay.
it around and I'll wake up at 4 a.m. for you.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's okay. I am willing to adjust. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvin. Have a magnificent
So,
day.
you too. Thank you very much as well to everyone who joined us here. And I really
Thank you,
hope you
guys.
enjoyed our interview. And I hope you loved Jamaica even more as I did. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Alvin, again for interviewing me. It was a pleasure, and have a fabulous day, everyone who's watching.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
So that's it. That was, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not sure how long did it take for the interview, but it seems very fast. I mean, it was great though. I enjoyed my interview with Jamaica, and I am amazed, impressed. I really have no words. I'm just speechless by her answer. And you know what? I am very happy that I have interviewed her before I release my prediction for the Americas because it could definitely change the ranking. And I am very excited as well.